Hi everyone, we meet again. Today we are going to learn Civic. The theme is Health and Environment. The topic is the policy of a country. By the end of the lesson, pupils should be able to, number one, identify what policy is. Number two, state the Malaysia Policy of Health and Environment. Number three, identify the importance of respecting a country's policies. And lastly, number four, identify the effects of disrespecting the policies of a country. Let's begin our lesson now. Okay, now let's look at the meaning of policy. What is a policy? A policy is a set of ideas or a plan of what to do in particular situations that has been agreed to officially by a group of people, a business organization, a government, or a political party. So, policy is a set of ideas or a plan. It is a guide for a country to know what to do, where everyone agree with it. It can be agreed by a group of people, a business organization, a government, or a political party. Okay, now let's look at our Malaysia policy for health and environment. The Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment of Malaysia formulated the National Policy of Environment, called NPE, in 2002 to protect our environment from pollutions so that we can have a better health quality. Meaning that in our country, Malaysia, we have a special policy to protect our health and environment so that every one of us can live in a clean and healthy surrounding, okay, and we can have a better life quality. And this policy of health and environment is called the National Policy of Environment, NPE. It was formulated in 2002 to protect our environment from all kinds of pollutions. For example, like noise pollution, air pollution, water pollution, so that we can have a better health quality. What are the plans of the National Policy of Environment, NPE? Okay, the first plan is to provide a clean, safe and healthy environment for present and future generations. The second plan is to keep and protect the country's unique cultural and natural heritage. So these are the two main plans in the National Policy of Environment, NPE. First is to give us and to make sure that we have a clean, safe and healthy environment for all of us today, tomorrow and also for the future generation. The second plan is to make sure that our country will continue to have all the unique cultural and natural heritage, and that our future generation can still have and can still use all this cultural and natural heritage. Why is it important to respect our country's policies of health and environment? We must respect our country's policies of health and environment so that we can first keep our environments clean, safe, and healthy for our present and future generation. Secondly, we respect our country's policy of health and environment to keep and protect our natural resources from waste, loss, or damage. What will happen if we disrespect our country's policies of health and environment? If we disrespect our country's policy, then we will, first of all, live in a dangerous, dirty, and polluted environment. Secondly, we will have a bad quality of life. And thirdly, we are going to lose our natural resources such as oil, coals, clean water, trees, and soil. So therefore, it is very important for us to really respect our country's policy in order to protect our health and environment in Malaysia. What can we do to ensure a good health and environment? First, we should practice recycling. When we practice recycling, we can reduce our garbage, and we can also reuse the things that we do not want anymore. And we can also send all the things that we don't want to the recycling center. Secondly, we must learn how to handle our rubbish responsibly, meaning that we do not throw our rubbish everywhere we want. Because sometimes we can see that people like to throw rubbish out of their window, out of their house, just simply throw everywhere they want. And even when they are cycling, or even when they are riding a motorbike, or when they are walking in the park, whenever they have some rubbish and they cannot find a rubbish bin, they just throw it anywhere they want. So this is a very bad habit. In order to keep our environment clean, we must learn to handle our rubbish in a responsible way so that we can live in a clean environment. Not only that, we can also volunteer for cleanliness campaign in the community. Whenever we have the chance to participate in a gotong royong, to clean up our neighborhood, to clean up our community, the place where we live, be a volunteer so that we can work together to clean up the place and so that we can have a better life quality. So this is what we can do to ensure a good health and environment.